Hello and welcome. My name is Clara from Massageangels and I'm here to introduce to you a general complimentary online yoga practice. A practice for everybody and everyone who would like to improve their general health and overall well-being. This practice is suitable for all levels, from beginners all the way through to advanced practitioners. So if you would like to improve your flexibility, your strength, your balance and your mental well-being, why not join me for the next 30 minutes and experience an insightful, fun, safe yoga practice. All you need is yourself, dressed in some comfortable clothes, a yoga mat and some space around you to work in. So we can begin. Also, for your practice, feel free to have around you, if necessary, extra comforts, a pillow, blanket, blocks or books, and possibly even a yoga belt. Do not worry if you don't have them close by, they're not always necessary. So to begin, I'd like you to be sat in a seated posture with your legs crossed. If this doesn't work for you, you can always come into a kneeling posture, okay? If you are in a cross-legged seated posture, make sure if your hips are really tight and if your back is rounded, that you take hold possibly of a pillow and place it underneath your seat so that you're able to stack your spine up even higher, just so that you don't round your back too much. So to begin, I'd like you to rest your hands over your thighs, curl your fingers in towards your palms, take a moment to close your eyes or gaze down at one point towards the floor. Take a moment here to connect with your breath. So just keep your breath nice and steady, breathing in and out through the nose. Breathing in for 3, 2, 1, and breathing out for 3, 2, 1. Breathing in, sit up nice and tall, and breathing out and grounding your sit bones in towards your mat. Taking a moment here to be mindful and present with your breath. Start to deepen and lengthen the inhalation and also the exhalation. And start to open your eyes. Perfect. So we're going to continue with some preparatory exercises just to help warm up our joints. So I'll ask you to just take your hands either side of your legs and then just start to roll your shoulders up and down. So just take a moment here to breathe in and breathe out. Okay, so this is a good way just to open up those muscles around our shoulder blades, so those rotator cuff muscles. Also, those small intrinsic muscles connected to our spine. Also, this is a good way to open up our chest as well, particularly if we round our shoulders forwards when we're sat at our desk. That's if you work with computers. And now start to roll the shoulders in reverse. Start to roll the shoulders forwards. So just basically targeting different muscle groups. Now take your hands parallel, okay? Take your fingers on top of your shoulders, bring the elbows towards the middle to meet. Then take your arms, separate them, place your 2 wrists behind your head and bring your elbows to meet again. And then just start doing this exercise, okay? Just for a couple of breaths, so a couple of round of breaths. So you can inhale, bring the elbows forward, exhale, wrist to touch, okay? Do not worry if your wrists do not touch behind your head. Great, and now you're just going to take your elbows out to the side and we're just going to do some reverse flies, okay? So it's almost like we're trying to sort of fly backwards with our wings. If this doesn't feel comfortable, then feel free to just do that roll-in sensation with your shoulders. Perfect, okay? Then take your hands behind your back, interlock your fingers, open up your chest, look up, exhaling, lifting your heart, melting it down towards the earth, taking arms up, and breathing here. Slowly bringing yourself back up. Okay, taking your hands onto your thighs to rest. We're now just going to do some circles with our neck. Just taking our ears towards the shoulders, just above the shoulders at each side. And then just take your ear over your shoulder. Take your hand and place the fingertips just above your ear. Take a moment here to breathe in and breathe out. And just hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Taking your head slowly towards the center. And then we're just going to do a semicircle again. And going from one shoulder to the next. And this time, taking your ear over above the other shoulder, taking the hand over onto the crown of the head, taking the inhale and exhale, holding it here for 3, 2, 1. Okay, slowly taking your head towards the center. I'm going to turn onto the side so you can see my neck position for the neck posture. So, you're going to want to tuck your chin in, lengthening the back of the neck. Okay, taking your 2 hands and taking the palms behind the base of your skull. Taking your fingers in towards one another, and then just literally pressing the hands, the heels of the hands, into that base of the skull, and then allowing the chin to tuck in slightly to lengthen the neck. And slightly pull up with the hands, slightly tuck your navel in, so extending through your spine. This is a really good release, okay, for the neck area. Then slowly release your hands, place them over your knees. So I'm going to do a seated cat and cow. So you're just going to take an inhale, raising your chest forwards and looking back, okay? Exhaling, roll shoulders inwards, starting to hollow out your belly, creating a C shape for the cat posture. Inhaling for your cow and exhaling for your cat. So this is a really good exercise to sort of warm up the spine and also to wake up those little muscles attached to our vertebrae columns. So just breathing in and out through the nose as you do your cat and cow. And then slowly come to neutral. I'm going to turn myself facing towards you again. You're going to take your hands, okay, taking the fingers out in front of you, and then you're going to take your other arm so that the bicep is facing towards your ear. Taking an inhale here, slide this hand forward, and then just do a little bit of a stretch into the back of that rib cage, into the thoracic part of your spine, okay, allowing your hip to still sort of be down here, okay, so your sit bone is still connected into your mat. Then taking an inhale, reaching your arm up, okay, placing the other hand down and then exhale. So we're just going to do the side stretches, seated side stretching just a couple of times, again, just to warm up the side of our ribs, the back of our ribs, creating more oxygen in towards our lungs as well, and helping to disperse any sort of carbon dioxide. It's a really good opportunity to sort of detox our bodies internally. And then you're going to take the arms overhead, exhale, hands in front of your heart center. Perfect. So now we're going to come onto all fours. So I'm just going to adjust my clothing here. So we're just going to take, you're going to place your hands underneath your shoulders, place your knees underneath your hips. So you're going to hug the thigh in towards your chest, taking the leg out to the side, taking the heel back. Bring it back again, out, and then taking your heel back as you extend your legs. So taking an inhale and an exhale. So we're just going to keep doing that rotation with the hip, and this is just going to warm and wake up our muscles within our legs, and also around our pelvis and our core. So just really sort of working here to get that blood circulation. This time, we're going to take the leg out to the side, bring it back in, so thigh comes towards the chest, and then heel comes out. And again, okay, so just going in the opposite direction. And you can really probably feel that core muscle working as it's supporting you in this posture. Releasing that leg down, doing the same with the other side. So hug the thigh in, take the leg out, take the heel out, okay? Thigh in, leg out to the side, extend the leg back. And then we're going to go the other way. So we're going to extend the leg, bring it out, bring it in, okay? Allowing the thigh bone to articulate around the hip joint in a different direction. So we're basically working on different areas within our muscles. And then you're going to release that knee down. Taking 2 toes to touch, allowing your heels to come out to the side into our extended child's pose, relaxing your head onto the mat. So this is very good for helping to relax your body, relax your mind. It's a great posture to do before you go to bed. It's great for anxiety, for stress, helping to calm ourselves, helping to neutralize and calm our emotions also. Feel free to take your hands back so that you get more rounded into your back, helping to surrender your heart down towards the mat, helping to ease blood flow. So it's a really good way to sort of adjust in between postures. So some people come into child's pose in between their sort of in between intervals of their practice, just sort of relax between postures basically. And then you're going to take your hands forwards and then you're going to press with your palms, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and come into the first downward dog of the day. So make sure your hands are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width apart. Hug your belly inwards, allow your rib cage to come out to the side. Look between 2 knees and then try and distribute your weight towards the back of the legs, okay? Trying to get those heels down closer towards the earth. Do not worry if you're unable to get your heels down. Just sort of focus on your breath for this moment. And then looking forward, you're going to walk your feet towards the front. Take an inhale, exhale, bend your knees, surrender down. Inhale, reach your arms up nice and high towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands together in front of heart center. So we're going to do something called sun salutation, which is basically a vertical motion back and forth on your mat, and it just really warms up our bodies, but it also opens up areas within the front and also the back of the body. So taking an inhale, reaching the arms up nice and high. Exhale, taking the palms in front of heart center. Inhale and exhale, taking yourself down. Inhale, looking forward. Exhaling, stepping right, then your left into your high plank. So hug your belly in, tuck your tailbone down, okay? Relax your knees, relax your feet, shift your heart slightly forward. Exhale, take your chest down, okay? So I'm just going to adjust my top here. And then inhale, you're going to lift and raise your chest. Roll your shoulders back. Feel free to press into your palms and raise your body up even more if that feels good for you. Then you're going to tuck your toes. You're going to push with your arms and then lift your hips back into your downward facing dog. Stay here for a moment and breathe in. So connect with your breath. Spiral your triceps slightly inwards and allow your shoulders, okay, so this muscle here, your delts, to squeeze upwards. Okay, so allow your shoulder blades to come slightly back. So you're basically creating space within your shoulder girdle. And then you're going to keep your ears in between 2 arms, looking in between 2 knees. Perfect. And then walking, or you can decide to step by taking your right leg. If it didn't come all the way, if it comes halfway, you can just hold onto the back of the ankle and support it forwards. And then taking the left leg forward, looking forward on the inhale, exhale, folding down. Inhale, reaching up, looking towards your thumb, exhaling, palms down. So we're going to do that once more. So inhale, reach the arms up, exhale, fold down. Inhale, looking halfway, come up to the shins if you need to create that long, nice spine. Exhale, hands come down, right, followed by left. This time you can try and press down low and then try and get your heart coming forward. If that didn't work for you, come to your bent knees and then into your cobra. Tucking your toes under, back into your downward dog. Now staying here, breathe in. Option here to take your left leg up, bend at your knee, open up your hip and do a circle. 1, 2, 3. And then releasing that leg. Do another circle with the other leg, so bending the knee, taking the leg out to the side and then taking an inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Turn the hips square on and then see where this time you can look forwards, bend the knee and see whether you can jump both feet forward in between two hands. If that doesn't work for you, that's not within your practice, walk your feet forward or step one foot followed by the next, okay? Take an inhale, looking forward, exhaling, folding down. Inhale, lifting the arms up, look towards the palms, exhale, hands in front of heart center. So we're going to continue with sun salutation B, okay? So you're going to take 2 toes to touch, thumbprint in between 2 heels. You're going to bend your knees, spiral your thighs in towards the center. You're going to tuck your tailbone under, tuck your belly in so you still have that nice integrity into your spine. Taking your arms up nice and high, creating that pretend imaginary chair, strong chair pose, fierce pose. And then exhaling, bending and hinging at your hips, looking down. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, right, left, high plank. Option to come down to your knees. Option to come slightly forward. Bend at your arms, low press, chaturanga. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, look down in between your knees. This time, taking your right leg up, bending your knee. Try and take that foot all the way forward in between 2 hands. Looking forward, kicking your back heel back, okay? So you're helping to line up those 2 hips. Then you're going to press from the mat, okay? Lifting yourself up, taking your arms up, so in your high lunge. Taking the back leg towards the long ways of the mat. Then you're going to bend this front knee, okay? So knee over your ankle. You're then going to tuck your belly in, turn your shoulders over your hips. Allow the outer thigh to spiral outwards. Take the hands out, looking towards middle fingers. This is your warrior 2 posture. So imagine you are between 2 planes of glass on either side. You're then going to take an exhale, taking a hand behind your back. Inhale, palm comes up. Exhaling, side stretch, so basically stretching that side of the rib cage. Exhaling, your forearm comes onto your thigh. You're then going to turn your palm facing down. Other hand and arm comes and sweeps past your face, bicep over your ear, okay? Look towards the hands. You should feel that nice side stretch, okay? Keep spiral revolving your ribs slightly out. So you're creating, again, that nice sideline position. If you're feeling strong, take your upper arm out, so you're just activating the core muscle. So this is a really good way to really sort of work on strength. Taking your arms back out again into your warrior 2 posture. Then you're going to take your hands, take them forwards, exhaling, coming into your downward facing dog. So you might feel a little bit more open now. Just take a moment here to reset and connect with your breath if you've lost it slightly. Taking an inhale, exhale, leg comes up, and then bring that thigh in towards your chest. Bring the foot forwards, okay? And then you're going to press with that foot. Take your arms up into your high lunge. Turn your back foot back. Come into your warrior 2 again, okay? Arm comes behind. Turn the palm facing up as if you're looking into reflection of the mirror. Exhaling, you're going to look over. And then inhale. And then exhale, you're just going to do your nice side stretch. Keep that nice bend and within the hip crease and within your knee as well. So looking over towards the hands or taking the hands out. So you're creating
some more deeper strength around your core muscles. Coming into your warrior two. Then you'll windmill your hands to frame your foot. Coming into your downward facing dog. Bend at your knees. See whether you can jump your feet forward at the same time, or one leg followed by the other leg, or walk yourself forward. Taking an inhale here, we're going to come back into our chair posture. This time you're going to take your hands underneath your sternum. Allow your shoulders to open up. Allow your tailbone to tuck slightly under. And then you're going to squat down even more, turning yourself onto your side by taking your elbow just past your outer thigh. Twisting your body so that your left hand is above your right hand, okay? Looking past your elbows, gazing past your nose. Breathe in here. Option here to open out your arms, okay? Turn your hip off the left hip slightly down. And you can really feel that twist in action into the side of your body. Exhale, looking down towards your feet. Take your hands underneath your sternum as you twist towards the front. And then, what I like you to do is I like you to press with your right leg, bend your left thigh in towards your chest, and then kick your heel out, okay? So just balancing here, keep your toe and your knee pointing down towards the ground, taking your arms slightly back, taking your foot back, okay? Taking your arms out, so very similar to our warrior two. Tuck the navel in, keep the spine nice and long, keep the chest nice and open. Look towards the middle finger, come slightly forwards. This time, windmill your hands down on the inside of your leg. Turn your thumb and fingertips up towards the ceiling. Look towards the thumb. And breathe. This is in your Utija Trikonasana extended triangle pose. And breathe in here. So really extend and imagine you're in between those two planes of glass. And then exhale, look towards the foot. Inhale, windmilling your hands back up. And then we're going to just turn our foot towards the front, taking our hands onto our hips. So your feet could be as wide as your wrist, okay? That's kind of like the alignment. Take an inhale here, lift the chest, exhale, folding all the way down. Release your right hand down. Inhale, left arm comes up, look towards the thumb. Exhale, change and switch over. So inhale, look towards your right thumb. Inhale, exhale. Feel free to widen the stance between two legs, taking the heels of the hands in line with the heels of the feet, okay? Placing your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Feel free to try and get your head towards the mat, okay? If you're practicing your tripod headstand, press your shoulders back, and then you can come into your tripod headstand if that's within your practice. To come out, you want to take your hands forward. You want to heel, toe to close the gap. Taking your hands onto your hips as you exhale, inhale, lift your body back up. You're then going to take your hands up. Take your hands to frame your foot, okay? Come back into your downward facing dog for the moment. Looking forward, bending at the knees, stepping forward, come back into your chair, taking your hands underneath your sternum. Take an inhale here, squeeze your thighs together, and then turning your body, so taking your elbow onto the outside of your thigh, looking past your right elbow, taking your hands out as another option, okay? Keep twisting this hip down. You're trying to line up your hips, keep squeezing your belly in. This is a really detoxifying posture. And then coming into our taking our shoulders forward, excuse me, and then you're going to press with your left foot, taking your right leg back. You're then going to take yourself in towards your triangle posture. So you're looking towards your middle finger, you're slowly coming forward, windmilling your hands on the inside leg, looking towards your thumb. So keeping that integrity through your spine, keeping your shoulders relaxed away from your neck. Okay. Exhaling, looking down towards your hands. Inhaling, windmilling your hands back up. Taking your foot this time towards this side of the mat. I'm going to turn around so we're actually facing one another. So you're going to take your hands, interlock them behind your back. Open up your chest. If you can't connect your fingers into one another, take hold of the belt. Take an inhale here and then exhaling, you're going to come forward, taking your arms over your head. Feel free to widen only slightly with the space between two ankles. Lift and raise your thighs up towards your hips. And then keep taking those arms a little bit more further down, okay? Breathe in here, so nice and deeply. Feeling this lovely stretch. And then taking the inhale, lifting yourself back up, all the way back up, okay? And then taking your hands onto your hips. Perfect. Then you're going to take your hands to frame your foot. You're going to come back into your downward facing dog. And then this time you'll widen your hands. You're going to cross your legs. So one leg is behind the other, okay? Doesn't matter which one, okay? Maybe you want to lead with your dominant leg. And then you're going to take your thighs in towards your chest and then come through into a cross-legged seated position. And then you'll take your legs forward. Slightly untap the flesh underneath your two hips. Tucking your belly into the spine nice and long, tuck your chin in. So we start with the Dasana posture, okay, staff posture. And then we're going to take our arms up. Take an inhale. And then exhale, nice long back, taking the arms forward. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. And then take the shoulder blades down towards your waistline. And then inhale. Lift your heart even more so you feel the extension through your spine. And then exhale, allow your body to come a little bit more further forward. So now you're feeling that connective tissue behind your sit bones and your hips all the way through to literally your toes. So this is a really good stretch for the whole entire back section of our body, from the neck all the way through to the back of the body towards the toes. It does stretch a lot of different muscles and a lot of different connective tissue. And breathe. And it just keeps surrendering down, but easing into the posture. So it feels nice, it feels comfortable. It doesn't feel like you're straining or putting anything. Okay, your body will adjust. The more you practice yoga, your body will adapt and start to, slowly, your muscles will become softer so that you will be able to get into these postures with more ease. Slowly coming back up by lifting yourself back up. And then I'm going to ask you to bend your legs. You're going to slide your back onto the mat. You're going to take your two heels, okay? Take your fingertips to touch with your two heels. Press your pelvis up by using the strength of your glute muscles. Once your pelvis is up there, and you're going to spiral the space of the inside of the thighs in towards one another so that you're keeping that stability between your ankles, your knees, and also your hips. We spend a lot of time contracting our buttocks naturally. So now start to just ease and relax your buttocks, and then take your hands, okay, so that they're parallel, palm facing down. If you want to go into supported bridge, which is a deeper back bend, turn your palms facing each other, interlock your fingers, press your palms in towards each other as you squeeze space in between your shoulder blades and towards the spine. Tucking your chin in, so keeping your chest nice and high, so creating that deeper back bend. Feel free, if you're practicing wheel, you can come into wheel within the next stage. For those that feel comfortable practicing the supported bridge, stay here, and I'll continue to guide you through the whole entire posture. So this is the main key posture now, okay? So you should feel your muscles opening up. Now to come out of the posture, you release your hands, put the brakes on, create some space behind two shoulder blades, and then slowly taking your vertebrae down from one to the next, so that we are in a lying, supine position, where our knees are bent, or you can completely relax your legs and take your heels to the corners of the mat and take your feet going outwards. You can take your hands on either side of your body and curl your fingers inwards, and then just relax your eyes, so close your eyes and relax your neck by tucking your chin in. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you can always come back to bent knees and perhaps place a pillow or a blanket underneath your sacrum or underneath your shoulder girdle. And breathe. And just take a moment here to relax and absorb the benefits that we've received today within our yoga practice. And then taking our legs together, pointing the toes, taking the arms overhead, intersecting our fingers, crossing over our thumbs, index finger points up. Take an inhale and exhale. Really stretch the whole entire body through the center. And then we're going to take our knees towards our chest. We're going to roll onto our sides. We're then going to line up our knees towards our hips, taking our hands together into prayer underneath our face. Taking a moment here to relax into a side lying position. Then slowly we're going to work our way back towards the top of the mat by crossing over our legs, tucking our belly in, and then just resting our hands over our thighs. And then taking one here to take an inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands around the heart center. So thank you everyone for watching me and joining me in today's practice. If you're interested in some more online virtual classes, please do get in touch at Massage Angels, or simply if you'd like us to visit you at your workplace or at an event, do get in touch with us as well, as we do classes face-to-face as well as online. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much. Namaste.